Good morning and welcome everyone from wherever you are. This is my second YouTube broadcast and I'm going to be talking today about the Tanya, chapter 50. So the chapter starts off, it says, all distinctions and gradations of love that have been mentioned above the right and the right side, the distinction of priest, man of grace, these are called Kesav HaKadoshim, longing for the holy things. Etymologically, as in those souls longest after their father's house. So they'll go on to explain what these expressions and phrases actually mean. We have another distinction of love which excels them all. So we're talking about a higher distinction of love as gold is superior to silver. And this is like love, and this is a love like fiery coals from distinction of supernal gavurot from being ila, supernal understanding. So my understanding of this is it's more of a passionate love rather than a calm water-like love. This is when through contemplation on the grains of the blessed Ein Sof meaning no end, referring to Hashem who is not got any limits, there's no beginning and there's no end, before whom everything is truly counted as naught, the soul is kindled and flares up to the glow of the splendor of his greatness in order to gaze at the glow of the King. Like glowing coals of a mighty flame, it surges upwards, striving to be parted from the wick and the wood on which it has taken hold. This is brought on by the preponderance of the element of the divine fire that is in the divine soul. In consequence of this, it develops a thirst, as is written. This is a passage taken from Psalm 63:2. My soul thirsts for thee. Next, it attains the distinction of love sickness. It's from the Song of Songs 6:2-5. So this talks about the extreme love, yearning of the soul to get close to its maker. And then it reaches a state of rapture of the soul, and this is called a colossal nefesh, as written, yet my soul is enraptured, in Psalm 84:3. From here, the supernal gavurot issues forth from the Levites. The Levite, a priest is a man of chesed, and the Levite similar to gavurah. Gavurah is a severity, a characteristic of acting with severity. And many sources explain this term in Kabbalah and Chassidus, which can be looked into further. In the world to come, when the world will be exalted, as they will become the priests, as the master Rabbi, as the glory of blessed memory commented on the verse, but the priests and Levites. In Ezekiel 44:15, that the Levites of today will become the priests of the future. And the service of the Levites was to raise the voice and of melody and thanksgiving, with song and music, with tuneful and harmony, in a manner of advance and retreat, which is a distinction of the intense love resembling the flame that flashes out of the lightning as mentioned in the Gemara chapter 2. It's impossible to elucidate this matter clearly in writing, yet every warm person, intelligent person, gifted with understanding, who binds his mind and contemplation to God, will discover the goodness and light that are treasured up in his intelligent soul, each according to his capacity. There is one who is affected in one way and one who is affected in another, facing it with the fear of sin in order to be completely parted from evil with the inquiries and goes, except to God forbid it, the order of service. In occupying myself with Torah and commandments of service derived from the category of the said intense love, is in the matter of retreat alone, as is written in Sefer Yetzirah. Sefer Yetzirah is Kabbalistic works, as far as I'm aware. And if their heart hastens, return to the womb. And that's from the Zohar. This interpretation of the phrase, if thy heart hastens, is the craving of the soul is in the right side of the heart, when it gains sway and bursts into flame, and grows so exceedingly enraptured that the very soul is consumed with the desire to pour out itself into the embrace of its Father, the blessed life of life, and to leave its confinement in the corporal physical body in order to attach itself to him. May he be blessed. And then one may take to heart the teaching of the Rabbi, the blessed memory, despite thyself, thou livest in this body, animating it for the purpose of drawing down the higher life and the blessed life of life through the life-giving Torah, and that may be a dwelling in the low world for its best oneness in a real state. So in some way, I think this means that the soul wants to cleave to the ultimate source, which is Hashem, the life of life. And that even though you have a body, you want to draw down that higher life, that from that higher source. If that makes sense. As has been explained above, and this is explained in the Holy Doha, there be one in one, meaning that which is Yichud and Elam, hidden unity, in the category of the revealed world. And this is the interpretation of the text, come my beloved, and so on. And from this we will be understood from the adage of the Rabbi, despite thyself thou livest, and despite thyself. And what shall one's world be indeed? The answer will be found in the explanation of the mission, despite thyself thou livest, with the aid of the best life and life. Hope that makes some sense. And if you want to subscribe, feel free. Bye.